ממון. lekutei tefilos, the 25th prayer. Practicing the tefilos, שהכל, רבינו, שכולכם, ושתזכו, תעשו. I'm not one, so I'm one. When the temple was destroyed, the shaman worm, the dripping honey of sufim, and people with the mana enduring faith disappeared. These three categories allude to three stages in the development of upper mental and spiritual powers, which when fully developed correspond to the holy temple. The first stage is to break the koyach hamadama, literally the power of imagination, the human tendency to be swayed by outward appearances and irrational impulses, just as the shaman worm had the power to split the stones used to build the temple. So we must break the stubbornness of our hearts of stone. This allows our latent intellectual powers to become manifest. We must then develop them so as to taste the sweetness of the life of the mind and soul, the honey of sufim. Only when our mental powers have reached their maximum potential can we be said to have made an acquisition of holy wisdom and intelligence. And this is among the only part of a person that endures after his death. Physical cravings and mental obstacles arise from the koyach hamadama. And mental obstacles arising from the koyach hamadama are klipos, husks covering over and concealing the fruit of spirituality. In one form or another, these klipos exist on every level of spiritual development and are inevitably the first thing we encounter striving to rise to a higher level too of devotion and service of God. Since light puts the forces of darkness to flight, these klipos can be overcome through revealing God's greatness. We can do this by giving charity to a Jew who is in genuine need, as physical money is a guard for the supernal colors corresponding to the spheres, and these are revealed when the money comes into the hands of a Jew who will use it to serve God. You and Hashem, our God and God of our fathers. There's a force in my heart that constantly makes me fall prey to fantasies and illusions. Help me break and uproot this force, and then I'll be able to stop following the stubborn dictates of my evil urge, and I won't go after my heart and eyes anymore. With the help of your great power, let me overcome all my materialistic cravings and all the inner barriers and confusion that stem from the animalistic force in my heart. Let me stop acting like a beast. Let me rid myself of animal urges. Let me stop being like a horse, like a mule that has no understanding. One who acts like a wild donkey should renew himself and learn to be a man. Let me rise from the level of an animal to the holy level of a dumb man. Instead of being under the sway of impulse and self-deception, let me rule myself with holy reason. Kind, loving God, help me break the hold that fantasy and illusion have over me. Instead, let me develop, refine, and elevate my intellect. Open up to me the light of holy wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Help me learn to use my mind so that I will be able to realize my mental and spiritual potential and enjoy the full sweetness of the life of the spirit. Teach me how to understand one thing from another. Help me develop true and original Torah ideas, and let me rise to ever higher levels of perception of your godliness. Let me develop my mind to the point that I'll be able to attain mastery of whole new structures in the holy Torah, in the service of Hashem and the perception of godliness. Help me make rapid progress in discovering my latent mental and spiritual powers, actualizing them and developing them to the fullest possible extent. Have mercy on me and grant that something of me will remain on earth after I leave this world. Help me develop my intellect to its full potential so that my accomplishments will remain and live on in the world, and something of me will survive after my death. Loving God, master of the entire universe, you know that all that survives of a person after death is what he has attained through actualizing his holy intellect and developing it to the very maximum. This is only possible to the extent that he breaks and uproots his materialistic urges. But because of my many sins, I have already spent days and years chasing after my appetites and following the dictates of my heart. I have sinned and transgressed Hashem, my God and God, my Father, because of my heart of stone, this force that holds me under the spell of fantasies and illusions. Please Hashem have mercy on me, be kind to me, and forgive me for all my sins and transgressions from now on. Help me uproot the stubbornness in my heart and break all my animal urges. Help me rise quickly and easily to the level of holy reason. Help me understand your Torah and use wisdom and intelligence in serving you. Let me actualize my Latin's mental and spiritual powers in all their sweetness until I develop them to the full in holiness and purity, and attain ever higher levels of Torah. Understanding and spiritual perception. Loving, merciful God, help me advance constantly, step by step, from level to level, in great holiness and purity. Each time I come to a new level, help me peel away and destroy the husk that always comes before the fruit on each level. The physical cravings, the misconceptions, the obstacles. The physical cravings, the misconceptions, the obstacles, and mental confusion that attack a person each time he wants to rise from one level to the next. They spread out in front of him and block his way, throwing him into confusion and refusing to let him climb up. Please Hashem, God of mercy, have pity on me, save me, help me, strengthen me, give me strength and guidance, fill me with determination and holy wisdom. Each time I come to a new level, give me the power to overcome all the obstacles. Master of the universe, Hashem, you know everything I've gone through from my childhood until today. How I long to see your power and splendor. But each time I feel inspired to make some effort to move even slightly from where I am, to climb up from my low level and attain some degree of holiness, the fantasies, urges, distracting thoughts, and distracting thoughts and inner obstacles attack. Immediately, each time the attacks are worse than before. As you know, I found it impossible to reach the level I need to attain. Not only have I been able to make progress, the attacks have been so bad. As you know, that I've been thrown further and further down each time this has happened. Again and again, innumerable times. Whenever I try to make some progress, these urges and distracting thoughts rear their heads and attack with ever greater strength. My life and years have gone to waste. I simply don't know what to do. When I fully acknowledge and confess to Hashem, my God, and God, my fathers, that I myself am to blame. No doubt I had the power to fight back each time and overcome all the obstacles and break my desires, because you are not a tyrant seeking to thwart your creatures, just as you gave these forces the power to stand in my way and frustrate my efforts. So you have given me an even greater power to fight back and totally overcome them. But I have failed to take care of my soul, and I have not used the strength you gave me to break them. I have not followed your holy guidance, but you are kind and overflowing with generosity. Have pity on me, be kind to me, even if I don't deserve it. Shower me with kindness, help me. Shower me with kindness, even if I don't deserve it. Shower me with kindness, help me each time to break and destroy all the husks, all the fantasies and desires. Come on. Even if I don't deserve it, shower me with kindness. Help me each time to break and destroy all the husks, all the fantasies and desires, and all the obstacles and distractions on every level. Let me advance quickly from level to level and advance constantly in great holiness and purity until I attain the highest, most exalted of levels. As befits a Jew, loving God, let me give plenty of charity to genuinely deserving people. Always send me people who are truly deserving, saintly and honest, so that I can fulfill this mitzvah through them. Bless me with abundance and provide me with plenty of money to give to charity. Give me the merit of helping and supporting Torah scholars and true servants of Hashem. Protect me from falling into the trap of giving to people who are not genuinely deserving Hashem. You know that we are only flesh and blood, and we can only go by outward appearances. I find it impossible to distinguish between those who are deserving and those who are not. I plead with you, always send me truly deserving and honest people, and help me support them to the best of my ability and give them plenty of charity. Let me do so happily, with an open heart and with a smile. Through my charity, let the divine colors that are clothed in the money of a Jew shine forth. Let these holy colors, which are your pride and glory, merge with one another and radiate forth, so as to reveal the greatness of the Creator. Be glorified, magnified, and exalted through the revelation of the holy colors that will come about through my charity, and make garments of salvation, a coat of righteousness. Loving God, help me attain holy joy and rejoice and delight in Hashem. Let me always be happy over the fact that you have made me a Jew and drawn me to your service, and help me join with pure and God-fearing people and attach yourself to the true tzaddikim. Let me rejoice in Hashem, let my soul delight in my God, for He has clothed me in garments of salvation. He has garbed me in a coat of righteousness. Through this, help me break and destroy all the husks, fantasies, impulses, distractions, and obstacles on every level. Let me purify and sanctify each new level from the husks, and help me sanctify and purify myself at all times, so that I will be able to rise quickly from one level to the next in great holiness and purity, till I reach the supreme level of truth. Deacon, help me and give me the strength to conduct myself with purity and holiness in the realm of the permissible. Let me serve you with eating and drinking and the like. Help me perfect myself both in the inner service of Torah, mitzvahs, and good deeds, and the outer service of eating and drinking and satisfying my other physical needs. Let me conduct myself with perfect holiness and purity, with holiness and purity, with perfect holiness and purity. In both these forms of service, let me reach ever higher levels of refinement and holiness, so that the outer service will become an inner service. So that the outer service will become an inner service, and my eating and drinking and other physical activities will have the holiness of Torah and mitzvahs, while my Torah and mitzvahs will become even more refined and holy. Let me constantly rise from level to level each time. Let my outer service become an inner service, while my inner service will become even more elevated. Let the entire Jewish people emerge in unity, love, brotherhood, and unity, love, brotherhood, friendship, and peace. Let us all lift each other up and elevate one another step by step from level to level in great holiness, until we attain the highest summit of holiness and become merged in you, Hashem, our God, and God of our fathers, forever and ever. Loving God, help me recite all the sacrificial portions and the passages dealing with the incense offering with great concentration and awesome holiness. Let my words rise up to you as if I had actually offered all the sacrifices at the proper time and season, in the proper place, and in full accord with all the laws. We will pay for the bull offerings. We will pay for the bull offerings with the words of our lips, as is written. This is the law of the burnt offering, the flour offering, the sin offering, the guilt offering, the priest's offering, and the peace offering, through my recital of the sacrificial portions. Incense, all the kabbalas, Torahs, menachos, everything, all the portions. Incense over here. All the kabbalas, all the Torahs, all the menachos, everything. Through my recital of the sacrificial portions, help me conquer my impulsiveness and irrationality, and totally remove the force of my heart that makes me fall prey to fantasies and illusions. Hurry and redeem us, rebuild our holy temple, our glory, so that we can offer all the sacrifices there as an atonement. The three things which disappeared when the temple was destroyed will then be returned: the shamir worm that cut through stone, the dripping honey of sufim, and the manna. Enduring faith, let us be ruled by the holy intellect, and merit the fountain of wisdom that will come forth from the house of Hashem, as it is written, and the fountain will come forth from the house of Hashem. Let us serve you at all times with wisdom, understanding, holy knowledge, and perfect faith, all our days and forever. Amen and amen. Prayer 26 preface. At those points in the prayers where irrelevant and improper thoughts are especially prone to come to mind, one should make an extra effort to concentrate on the words of the prayers in order to raise the sparks of holiness clothed in such thoughts. Hashem, our God and God of our fathers, help me and grant that I should be able to pray to you with the utmost concentration and devotion. Don't let a single word of the prayers leave my mouth without my paying attention to what I'm saying. Let my ears and my heart hear clearly what is coming from my mouth. Let me listen to what I'm saying and concentrate on every single word of the service. Let me always pray with every fiber of my being. With every fiber of my being, save me from irrelevance. Save me from irrelevant and improper thoughts during my prayers. Give me the strength to fight against all improper thoughts when I pray. Help me overcome the man, drive them away, and let them never even come near my prayers. Rise up and help me put wisdom and understanding into my heart, guiding me, fill me with holy strength, and let me make an extra effort at all those points in the service where I tend to become especially distracted by improper thoughts. When I reach these places, let me marshal all the strength and determination I have at my command. Let me throw myself totally into the battle until I succeed in breaking the power of such thoughts and overcoming them. Let me cleanse my prayers of any kind of impure thoughts. Help me sift out and elevate the sparks of holiness clothed in such thoughts. Give me the power to rectify and refine these sparks and restore them to their holy source. Loving God, help me at all times. Let my prayer be clear and clean. Let my prayer be clear and clean and free of all impurities and all improper and irrelevant thoughts. Let my prayers rise up and find favor before your throne of glory. Let them ascend to make a crown upon your head. Let our prayers give you pride and delight. Make you always have great joy from our prayers and supplications. May you always have great joy from our prayers and supplications. Have mercy on us and turn your face to us again and send us Mashiach quickly in our days. Amen. ويا إلهي كشندي ورانس الله تملي يا يكري هاجرخو جنيس ميوي ما بود سخو بيولا خو ما دمان بار بتنيم بتشيخ كم زعم ما بود سخو نانا خناخ نخ مامي يوم يبزاي أقالا للخصوي يمر بقولش مكابل كم سام بساب جيتي إذا خزق أبورة تجني سم نظام تام دوني أبورة تجني سم نظام تام جم مش إنكم السامر مش إنكم السامر